So if you got your cabinets assembled or you bought them from the store pre-assembled, they've been delivered and now you're ready to install them in your kitchen. Now traditionally, you'd run to the store and pick up a bunch of wooden shims just like this. And after installing this entire kitchen with this ancient adjustment method, we've been wondering, is there a better way? Now I'm not hating on shims, guys. We use them for everything in our industry, right? Setting doors, setting windows, setting tile. I know there are shims on my F-150, and I'm pretty sure there are shims on the International Space Station. Sometimes you can have a run of cabinets that are 4, 5, 6 cabinets long on one wall. And if you try to shim those, you are absolutely gonna pull your hair out. Now over here in the keeping area, we actually have a run of cabinets that is 4 boxes long. So we could burn all our daylight, use 2 packs of shims, getting all these perfect, or we could show this thing who's boss and do it in less than an hour. And how are we gonna do that? Well, a lot of you commented about the EZLevel system and we got them. What is EZLevel? Check it out. Here's one of them right here. It's this housing right here that contains this foot that pivots on this bolt right there. There are no springs inside. It is only those 2 pieces. This thing is free to move. But let me put it on the counter right here. I'm gonna put the adjustment rod in it. See, it's tapped right there for the adjustment rod. I'm gonna screw this in and that thing's gonna pick up because it's pushing the foot down. When I screw the rod in, it's pushing that foot against the counter, raising it up. And when I back it out, it simply lowers under the weight of the cabinet, which I'm duplicating by pushing down on it with my hand. The way the system works is you've got one in the front and one in the back. And see that elongated hole in the back of the foot? That's this one right here. It allows the back rod to go through the front support and ends up on top of the adjustment screw for the front foot. So you have complete control over your cabinet. You can adjust the back foot here and the front foot here with a Robertson drive. Check it out, right there on the end. Isn't that cool? And how do these attach to the cabinets? Well, pretty strong. They send you a bunch of screws. One thing they ask you when you order is, how thick is the side of your cabinet? Ours is 1/2 inch. So they send these screws that won't stick through the side. If you had a 3/4 inch side, they'd send you longer screws. So we get 3 here and 2 here. 5 screws per each bracket, and that's pretty strong. And they've really thought out these screws too. Look how coarse that thread is. So if you have a less expensive particle board cabinet, that's gonna bite in that particle board really well. Now you're all sitting there saying, StudPack, those look great, but that also looks like it's kind of expensive. So how much are they? Well, it's $16.50 per set. This is a set, it's not per pair. They don't sell them in pairs, and let's walk over here and we'll show you why. On this run of cabinets, just 2 cabinets wide. We need one on the right hand end, one on the left hand side, but we only need one in the middle. So why do we only need one in the middle? Well, remember, we're gonna fasten our cabinets together. We're gonna make 2 cabinets into 1 cabinet. Now you could install such a simple run of cabinets with a $2 pack of shims. But as soon as you start getting into 3 and 4 and 5 boxes all in a row, your frustration level is gonna be off the charts. In fact, today on my calendar, I put buffet cabinet installation with an angry emoji because I knew I was gonna get angry. So thanks to your comments and our new EZLevel cabinet leveling system, we are gonna take this afternoon, which was reserved for frustration and anger, and turn it into cabinet installation bliss. So how do we get started? By putting all of these on their back and screwing them all together. Let's get our tools and get going. All right, cool, man. All those 4 cabinets are now connected together as one unit, and it's time for us to install the EZLevels. I'm going very easy on the drill. I don't want to impact and strip those out. Sweet. That couldn't have been any easier. Now let's do the last 4. All right, cool, man. That was very easy to install, just a matter of driving all the screws. Easy peasy. Now we're gonna stand this thing up and slide it back. But we have to be very careful. Why? Because now we have these screw heads and we have a finished floor. We don't wanna be sliding on that finished floor. We're gonna push it all the way against the wall as close as we can, stand it up and lift it and put it into position. You ready, bud?
Let's do it.
All right, here's our moment of truth, right? As you can see, we have our line laser set up exactly where we want it. And since this is all one unit now, I think I'm gonna just start with the front middle, and it should lift the whole thing up, right? And then I'll work out to my left and my right. Your job site's gonna be different, but I think it's gonna be fine for this cabinet. My goal is to split the laser beam with the face frame. Let's get it done with our Robertson drive and our impact driver. Check that out. All right, let's work my way to the right. I think that's good. All right, let's get this back corner up. I can't imagine doing this with shims. Look how easy that was. I just picked it up 1/8 of an inch with a squeeze of the gun. That's awesome. The top adjustment rod is the back. And watch that back come up. Look at that. Let's get the rest done and we'll give you a final overview of the whole thing. All right, now let's get the back side adjusted. This is where this system really shines. That was very easy, gang, I gotta tell you. I'm loving this. Dude, that is so easy. Look how we're splitting that laser beam. Could never do that with shims, or it'd take you an hour. All right, check it out, gang. That is unbelievable. That took less than 5 minutes to perfectly adjust these cabinets. Now, our line laser, that laser beam is less than 1/8 of an inch thick, and we are splitting it in half with the face frame and the back panel. Incredible. And the fine adjust with the Robertson screwdriver is the way to go at the end. Now, a couple things about this system. Number one, we're not sure that this cabinet goes exactly right here on this wall. My wife's gonna come tomorrow and she's gonna make us move it, I'm sure. Maybe 1/4 inch this way, 3/16 that way, you know the whole drill. But here's what's gonna happen. Our EZLevels are gonna move with the cabinet. If these are on wooden shims, it's gonna fall off and all our work was for naught. Now here's another thing. These cabinets are basically on metal feet. What happens if we have a little minor flood? I mean, this kitchen's not gonna flood, right? But what happens? Our cabinets aren't gonna soak up any water because they're on metal feet. So we're gonna put a shim here, some screws into our studs, and we'll be good to go. So what do we think about the EZLevel system and is it worth it? So let's talk time. How much time did this take us? Or on the flip side, how much time did we save by using EZLevel? It took Jordan and I about 10 minutes to put these on the floor and screw them together as one complete unit. It took us about another 10 minutes to put the 5 sets of EZLevelers on the bottom. Once we had it flipped up, in less than 5 minutes, guys, we were dialed into our laser beam. My anxiety level, you know what? I didn't even have any anxiety. I was having fun. When's the last time you had fun installing cabinets? So yes, the EZLevelers are more expensive than the shims. But you know what I see when I see a pack of shims? I see anxiety and frustration. In fact, I don't even want to hold those anymore. Because here's what happens, right? You get all your shims lined up on the top, on the side, on the bottom. You stand up to get your drill, you knock your cabinet and all your shims fall, right? We've all been there. So I'm all aboard the EZLevel train now. I'm a huge fan. It's a great product. And we purchased all these, guys. They weren't sent to us or anything like that. And we got half our day back. All right, gang, check it out. Yes, we spent some money on the EZLevel system, but in the end, look at all the time and frustration it saved us. And in this construction industry, time is money, right? That's what you always tell me in the comments. And what kind of price can you put on the frustration you saved yourself? So pick up some EZLevels, try them on your like button, get it perfectly the way you want it, smash it for us, ask us a question, drop us a comment, give us your own cabinet installation nightmare story. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you on our next video.